Y'all done made good old J. Ross upset. These old heads are trying to preserve kayfabe and the illusion to the business that made them millions of dollars. And for whatever reason, you motherfuckers keep on fucking with them. Well, Jim Ross on his show Grilling with Jim Ross went on to say that somebody's a chicken shit, quite frankly. It's just unprofessional, has no place. Whoever did it should be fired. Simple as that. Shouldn't go to no human resources. Just say, look, we're done. You broke a rule and that is important to maintain. But that picture, JR said, that picture is revealing. It tells multiple stories. And so, in that respect, it's unique, as you can see all the talents hanging around. That's kind of a typical thing. Everybody's going through their paces, talking, trying to get their time together. All those things. So it's daunting. I don't like it. I don't like when things like that happens. The photo in question, as you can see in the thumbnail or the banner, is WWE current rivals Randy Orton and Gunther engaged in conversation. It shows the Y6 sitting in front row and being out of character. And Jim Ross is just, y'all took him all the way out. So what do I think? Let me tell you something. This day and age, you'd be lucky if you could get into a wrestling show and not have it spoiled. God forbid SmackDown is taped one day. Because if you get on the internet like, well, let me see the weather, somebody going to spoil it for you. Everybody rushes to spoil the shit. Listen. I'm grown. I know it's scripted. I know for a good chunk of it it's fake. The physicality ain't fake. Okay? They really do be slapping and hitting each other. And then sometimes they don't. But it's the kids that's really losing out. It's the kids that you all forget that wrestling is for the children. And I believe the children are our future. I believe you teach them well and you let them lead the way. You show them all the beauty that they possess inside. And you give them a sense of pride to make it easy. You let the children's laughter remind you how things used to be. Now, if you that old, you know where that's from, right? But no, seriously, it is what it is, Jim. Like, this is the day and age. You got cameras everywhere. You can't fart without somebody got a camera on you. I always say, it's a good thing there was no cameras when I was in high school, because I was a menace. I wasn't like abusive or nothing, but I did like dumb shit. I did get punched in the face at church in 8th grade. Imagine that was on camera. How was I supposed to live that down? The girl punched me. I fell between the pews. Didn't nobody see it though, because it was quiet. We was in church. We had to go to church every Wednesday in Catholic school. And she felt that that was the time. Something in her moved this bitch in church to punch me in my shit. Now, she ain't like devastatingly knocked me out, but, it's jarring to get hit in the mouth. This isn't the first time we had a picture leak. We had a big issue with the Y6 decided to go get something to eat down to the Waffle House and took a picture with a fan, and they look like regular ass people. And it's just like, damn, can y'all hold kayfabe? Now I'm gonna tell you right now, if that was Vince McMahon, you probably wouldn't have seen the picture. First of all, that wouldn't have happened. Because for whatever reason, everybody know not to cross up Vince McMahon. You don't cross him up. You don't do stupid shit. You stay on the straight and narrow. You stay out hit the way. You stay in good graces so you can be on the show. Because the motherfucker going to abuse you live on TV. It's like, I question if this would have happened if Vince McMahon was in charge. Now, I'm just set aside all of that other shit. It's just some things that did not take place when Vince McMahon was there. It's like he had this aura about him. Like, he was just scary and didn't nobody want to cross him up. Triple H is in the picture. So I'm guessing this is somebody who had nothing to do with anything and just maybe it could have been a housekeeper, it could have been somebody that works at the venue and took a picture. Was like, oh, this is cool, and be so excited that they post the shit online. And it sucks. I understand Jim Ross just wants to keep the integrity of the business. But at the end of the day, it's a television show. It's no different than bloopers. At the end, when you watch bloopers at the end of your favorite television show, we want to see it. Behind the mat, that was a more structured control. They let you see what they wanted you to see, although it was still graphic. We get Chronicles. I love the Chronicles on the WWE. I always watch that Seth Rollins. There's something about it that's super empowering. I like to watch Big E's back in Chronicles. When it's control and they give it to you, that's what they want you to have. But when you invasive and you go behind the curtain, it's almost like voyeurism. It's like we're seeing something we're not really supposed to see. And I can see where Jim is annoyed, or where the old heads would be like, "Come on now." Would I not go to the show? People aren't going to look at the picture and say, "You know what? Fuck it. I ain't going to the show. I can't believe this." But it does take the mystique away. You do. You look at the picture. Look at the picture. There you go. You got Gunther and Randy. That already took place. So I don't know how old this picture is. You got one half of the Big Dick Crew over there mixing it up with the Pit Bull, and that looks like what's her name? Io Sky. There goes. That actually looks like, that doesn't look like Kofi Kingston. That looks like Obafemi. Obafemi's right there at the Raw, so he might have was in the main event. I don't know what's going on here. You got there go that right there. That's R-Truth in the front. I think he's talking to like producers. You got Otis over here mixing it up. Triple H right there. I want to say that's Drew McIntyre right there. Some guys chilling. You got the Y6 sitting off to the side, kind of looking around, seeing what's going on. It's not really Jamie Noble. I recognize him. Some of the producers is there. It's not really that bad, if you ask me. It's just a glimpse. It's like I'm seeing something I have no business. But I do understand Jim Ross, somebody who's seasoned, and why he's really upset about it. And if he was there, Jim Ross, working under Vince McMahon, you would have gotten fired. You would have gotten fired. You would have got laid out. All kinds of shit would have happened to you. So I do get his perspective, but at the end of the day, listen, it's a TV show. It is what it is. I mean, I would love to take a picture with my favorite superstar, but I would keep the picture. I might post it to my personal social media or whatever, and I would show y'all, like, "Oh my God, I took a picture with," you know what I mean, Roman Reigns or Bianca Belair or whatever. And it's like, cool. But I wouldn't want a picture of, like, I see floating around of Roman Reigns at his funeral. That type of shit, y'all go overboard with that when you get real personal. But I'm going to leave it here because this don't need to go that far. I get JR on the business standpoint. He wants to keep the integrity and the illusion for the kids and for the audience. But this is 2024 and beyond. This is where we at, JR. So you might as well get used to it. There's really nothing. You can't hide nothing from the internet. And motherfuckers is so in a rush to be the first, to break something. Everybody's wanting to do the news, and everybody's wanting to be provocative. And this is the things that we got to deal with. All right, y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments, and I'll see you on